करारविन्देन पदारविन्दं मुकारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तं वटस्य पत्रस्य पूतेशयानम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचारूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं. There is a lot happening at the battlefield. All of you are seeing that live, what is happening at the battlefield. And Sri Krishna today says, Karmendriyani Sanyamya Ya Aste Manasa Smaran Indriyarthan Vimudhatma Mityacharasa Uchyate. Now here he says the Karmendriya. Karmendriya is like the Pancha Karmendriya that we have. So we have 5. One is the ears from which you listen, the tongue from which you taste, the nose from which you smell, the eyes from which you see, and the skin from which you touch. These 5 Karmendriya, even if a person has done sanyam, he has restrained or controlled this, but surprisingly, it is not the mind which is controlled. Here, aste manasa smaran. In the mind, these pleasures are continuously going on in his mind. So maybe, for example, you are having, today you decided that you keep a fast, like tomorrow is Ekadashi, so you decided, okay, let me keep a fast. And then when you are sitting for the fast, then you are remembering that, oh, I had this yesterday, it was so tasty. Or for example, you see a photo album of your marriage and then you say that, oh, I used to look so pretty that time. I was so slim, or this person was so handsome that time. It says that your mind is still stuck on those. Your mind is continuously reeling on those particular pleasures of the Indriya. So what do you call this person? This person who has done इंद्रियों के ऊपर संयम या किया है और वो व्यक्ति का मन लेकिन वहीं पे अटका हुआ है. Like, sometimes when you see go to Rishikesh and then, somebody has just taken the orange clothes or has just become a sadhu, and he sees a boy and a girl together and he gets very angry that why in Rishikesh are you holding hands? Why did you hold her hand? Why is this? This is not right. This is means that इंद्रियों के ऊपर तो तुमने संयम की कोशिश की और फिर वहां पर तुम्हारा मन लेकिन वहीं पे अटका. And if you see, this whole world will make sure that your mind is stuck on the 5 senses. What do you call this person? This person, you can call him as somebody, you can call him as Dongi. In the Hindi word can be Dongi. Who says, ये नहीं करो लेकिन मन उसका वहीं पे है. This person is called मिथ्याचार. मिथ्याचारस्य उच्यते. This person is called somebody who is called a hypocrite. Or this person as a hypocrite who is, and you see many cases in this, in the country also, you've seen many cases in people who we preach control of the senses, but their mind is completely on those sections of pleasure all the time. You go to any marriage, you see that people only talk about the 5 sense pleasures. So here there is something much bigger than you. This is what Sri Krishna is saying, that a person whose mind is stuck on those pleasures all the time, and you will see whenever you are keeping some discipline also or restraint in the sense organs, you will notice that you say that, okay, I want to keep mom. Today I will not talk with anybody. A mom vrat you do. And then suddenly you will remember that person used to say so good things to me or back. This is called Mithyachar. Indriyarthan Vimudhatma Mithyacharasya Uchyate. This person is called Mithyachar, is somebody whose conduct is completely wrong. Then Shri Krishna says, Yastvindriyani manasa niyamya rabaterjuna karmendriyai karma yogam asaktas savishishyate. Now, this question which Arjuna has asked Shri Krishna, that tell me one thing, what is sabse shresht kya hai? So here he says that if you follow the karma yoga and you follow it in such a way that you are asate, that you follow it in such a way that there is no asakti. In the mind, there is no asakti, and you are doing all your karma properly. You're following your karma yoga, karma yoga 100%. Then you're following, and the asakti is not there. Yeah. Karma yogam saktas. This is the asakti, is you're free of asakti, rahit ho gaye ho tum. तो फिर उसके बाद जिस कर्मयोग का आचरण कर रहे हो और आसक्ति मुक्त हो गए हो, तब ये जो व्यक्ति है आचरण करते हो तो वही सर्वश्रेष्ठ है, विशिष्यते. So here he says that if you are following the karma yoga and in the when you follow this nishkaam, you are doing that, and then you are also having zero asakti, zero attachments, you are free of attachments completely, then what you are doing is form of action, is sarvashreshth, is just the most special action that you can do. So whosoever controlling the senses by the mind, this is important to understand that yastvindriyani manasa, controlling the senses by the mind, who Arjuna engages himself in nishkaam karma, the karma yoga, which Krishna has prescribed, with the organs of action without attachment, then he excels in life. He is somebody who will completely excel in life, is what Sri Krishna says here. And this is the advice that he has given here in this particular shloka. So here there is something interesting to understand, is that, like how you say I. When you say I, what do you mean? You say I as Rajesh, you say I as Rajesh, but there is Rajesh has a body, or there is also a self. Now, how did this become separate from the self? Like Rajesh is such an indication for, it is so concretely identified that if I go on the street, somebody calls Rajesh, I will turn back, I will see. So what happens is this particular I, when it looks at the objects of the senses, it latches on its experience and feels that through these objects of the senses, only it catches those objects of the senses, and it separates the reality and makes a perceptive reality. How can we explain this? Is that you are born as Niranjana, pure totally, and as you grow up, slowly what happens? The identification, your likes, dislikes, your, the way you are, how you are becoming, all that is coming in the I. How did it come? Because through the object of the senses, you started identifying that these object of the senses will complete me. But there is nothing in this world that can complete you, because you are complete. You are a complete person in that respect of the self. This self-awareness, this contemplation on this I, like who am I? This contemplation on the I, and when you shed your, attachments completely and go on the path of karma yoga, performing your actions, performing your actions and not having any right on the results, but you completely perform your actions. Then he says, yes, Tvindriyani manasa, and at the level of the mind, you are free of any, desire. So basically, once Swamiji used to come here in our ashram, and he used to take yoga. And in that yoga, when he used to make us do the yoga nidra, he used to tell us in the yoga nidra, Jeete ji mar jao. Jeete ji mar jao. Yehi yoga hai. He would tell us like this. Jeete ji mar jao. After that entire 1 hour of yoga session, he would say that, and then his don't used to be of, Rishikesh or something, that
tone of very loud and shouting way. Like it never used to be like Yoga Nidra. How we have, Jeete ji, mar jao, jeete ji. Like that, they all lie down, were totally exhausted after doing yoga, and he just, "Jeete ji, mar jao." So that experience of having zero identification of yourself and acting in this world as if you are a leaf, it is just fallen from the tree and the wind will take you wherever is the best. All the moment you latch on to an object of the senses and start identifying yourself with the object of the senses, remember you are not the contemplation of I is defined falsely. It is not the true I. It is a false I. But if you want to live in the false I, he says you're mithyachari. He says you're mithyachar. He identifies it like that here. And so this is what he's saying. And in the karmayog, which we said, I know many of you are thinking, really, is this possible? This is Sri Krishna telling Arjuna in chapter 3 in the Shloka number 6 and 7 at the battlefield, and this is how it is.
Vanamala virajidam Shankachakradharam devam Krishnam Vande